高田さん。もう、やめろ。本当にやめていいんですか?
In anime, the BL genre is closely related to Yaoi or Shounen-Ai, which are labels that describe a very similar type of story. Yaoi is more explicit, Shounen-Ai is more innocent, and BL tends to be the best of both worlds. This genre is a popular niche among certain demographics. Despite its long history, there is surprisingly not much anime to watch in this genre. This genre of anime is certainly interested in a relationship between two men. As anime fans grow in number, the yaoi, or love between boys genre, is becoming more popular, and even fans are mostly female. This is why I bring you the best 7 yaoi shonen-ai in anime. Dakaritai Otoko.
いいって言ってください。いや、待って。無理です。
Show business can be a harsh and unforgiving world, but Saju Takato makes it look easy. After 20 years in the business, landing various commercial appearances and leading roles in dramas, there is no one who doesn't know his name and face. In fact, for 5 years in a row, he has been voted the man I most want to hug me. Year 6 arrives and someone else takes his place. This man is none other than the up-and-coming Azumaya Junta. The most frustrating thing is that instead of being a proper enemy, Junta is obsessed with Takato. Dakaritai Otoko has a great mix of cute moments and sexy moments between Takato and Junta that will give him quite a bit of trouble throughout the series. Takato is a tsundere with a big ego, but he is willing to be honest with his feelings and at least admits that he loves sex with Junta. Junta is a super sweet puppy, but he has a surprisingly calculated and cruel side when it comes to people hurting Takato. If you love Love Stage, there are many similarities and you would definitely like to see it. Sekaiichi Hatsukoi.
そう。もっと呼んで。義行。好きだよ、千秋。
This anime follows the love lives of 3 groups of men. Ritsu Onodera and Masamune Takano, Chiaki Yoshino and Yoshiyuki Hattori, and Shota Kisa and Ko Yukina. The main overarching story follows the relationship of Onodera and Takano, who meet when Onodera is hired as an editor at a shoujo manga publisher. Over time, he discovers that Takano may actually be his first love from high school and begins to struggle with feelings that he has tried to put on the back burner for 10 years while trying to learn about this industry. The second story revolves around manga artist Chiaki and his editor Hattori, who have been friends since childhood. When Chiaki begins to misunderstand Hattori's relationship with his friend Yu, Hattori has to set the record straight, but that means admitting feeling he's hiding for years. The last arc looks at the jaded character of Shota, a manga editor who is in his mid-30s and is attracted to people with pretty faces but never falls in love. Junjo Romantica. The series follows 3 couples who are loosely related to each other, with the main couple of Uzami Akihiko and Takahashi Mizaki taking center stage. The pure, sparkling, vagina-wetting, throbbing romance begins when Mizaki's older brother asks his novelist friend Usami to tutor Misaki as a favor for him. Misaki walks into Usami's apartment to find Usami sleeping. When he accidentally wakes Usami up, Usami proceeds to suddenly, without warning, sexually assault Misaki. Oh lovely. For some ungodly reason, they end up living together, with the rest of the series following their exploits as Misaki graduates from high school and goes on to college, and Usami is revealed to be the perverted rich boy man that girls all over the world love. They know and love. Misaki is regularly assaulted and raped, all while he desperately tries to hide his relationship with Usami from his brother. The other 2 stories consist of a halfway decent relationship between a medical student and a literature TA, and the other consisting of a middle-aged high school boy and a college professor. Hitorijime My Hero. The series follows Masahiro Setagawa, a high school student who has stopped believing in heroes, especially as the world seems hell-bent on showing him the worst it has to offer. His mother constantly brings her clients home, forcing Masahiro to spend his nights wandering the streets, where he is adopted by a group of local thugs. But his luck changes when the infamous street vigilante Kosuke Oshiba, the bear killer, comes to his rescue and decides to make him his subordinate. Also, Kosuke is the older brother of Masahiro's best friend and his homeroom teacher. Suddenly, Masahiro begins to believe that maybe heroes exist, but it seems that his feelings for Kosuke run deeper than they realize. Hybrid Child. The basic premise behind Hybrid Child is that the world has sapient android-human hybrids that grow based on receiving love from their owners. There are 3 different stories about it within the 4 episodes of the OVA. The first is about a young aristocrat who finds a discarded hybrid child, takes him home, and later grows up together and falls in love with each other. The second is about a man with a difficult past who finds some comfort in the arms of a hybrid boy who looks like an 8-year-old. Rough. The third explores why hybrid children were created with the tragic story of childhood friends and what happened to them as young adults. Super Lovers.
レン、俺とキスしたくね？
したい。
じゃあ、キスして。
Super Lovers begins their story with Haruka Kaido, or Haru, on his way to visit his mother in Canada. Quickly upon his arrival, she tasks Haru with taming a wild-looking young boy named Ren. Ren is a cute but damaged boy who is Haru's new adopted brother. By spending time together, the pair have a connection that will bring them closer as brothers despite their vast age difference. When Ren finds out the sad news of Haru's return to Japan, the two make a promise to live together in Japan. Haru leaves Canada soon after, and upon arriving in Japan, Haru looks happy that he is about to continue his life as a typical high school boy. However, life never really goes according to plan. Zazaki and Miyano. Zazaki and Miyano is a cute and relaxing romantic comedy that follows the journey of 2 children as they develop feelings for each other. Miyano, a fan of the boys' love manga, recently befriended Zazaki, and they spend their days joining BL and growing closer. It's clear that Zazaki has a crush on Miyano, but Miyano hasn't figured it out yet. Zazaki slowly falls in love with Miyano at first, admiring his feminine face and then admitting how cute he thinks Miyano is, when he sees how passionate he is about boys' love. With its sweet romance and oodles of humor and charm, Zazaki and Miyano is sure to appeal to boy love fans who prefer their BL manga on the wholesome and lighthearted side.